We're going to attempt to do my first favorites video. Welcome back. Today I wanted to do a favorites video with you. This will be my first ever favorites. I've never done one before, I don't think. I have a couple different things here for you. Like, I know my channel is mainly based on beauty, but I like a lot to do with fitness, and this is when I do my favorites. I think I'm just going to kind of just like throw together anything that I've really been using a lot that month and just talk about that in particular. So I do have some fitness things, I have some makeup, and I have a couple miscellaneous things. Let's get right into it. My room is like so much hotter than the rest of my house. It doesn't help I'm drinking hot coffee. First item on the list, RTIC Cup. If you need a cup or water bottle or thermos, or I don't even know what to technically call this, but it is awesome, go get it right now. Well, after this video, go order one. Amazon. My boyfriend found me this cup, and I go through water bottles like crazy. I feel like every time I get one, it winds up leaking on me, breaking, not working. I just have like the worst luck with water bottles, and although this isn't technically like a water bottle, like it doesn't have the straw, it's awesome. So you can change the tops of it. This one opens and closes, which I do like because the lid that I had for it before didn't close, and it would like leak everywhere if I like slightly tipped it or anything. But when I use this thing, I take beach trips all the time, and I'll fill it with ice and then fill it with water. I'll leave it in my car, like windows up, in the car, in like 100-degree weather while I'm at the beach. I'll come back into my car after like hours on the beach, and there will still be ice in it. I've never seen anything like it. It's awesome. It keeps your water cold forever. This is a handle that he actually 3D printed, so he has 3D printers in his classroom. So you can't buy this. There's nothing like it. Sorry. But you can order the handles online anyway. But if you need something that keeps your water cold, get this. I mean, you can put anything in it, but it is awesome. By far, best water bottle I've ever had. Error. Next item I have on my list is really, really random, but it has been something I've been using for the whole month of July. It is the Colgate Opti White. This is the sparkling white flavor, I guess you would call it. I do like I think it's the icy fresh one better. It's the one with like the blue name on it. I do like that one better. I find that it just like tastes better. This one kind of burns my gums a little bit. I don't know why. If it's like extra whitening, I don't know. I mean, I'm still gonna use it. I do like it. It keeps my breath minty fresh, and I do find that it made a difference. So I have like not white teeth at all, and one of the teachers at school has really, really white teeth. They're really nice, and I'd asked her what she used, and she said it was the Colgate toothpaste in the red packaging. So highly recommend using this if you are trying to get your teeth whiter. I did try using the white strips before a couple times, and I liked them. Like, they didn't, I did use them for a while, but they did kind of like burn my teeth and my gums, and it like made my teeth really sensitive, so I'm like scared to do it again. So if that's what you're into, that's fine, go for it, but I just wanted to go for something a little bit more easier, everyday use, so I've just been using this. This is like my 4th tube. Aunt uses it all the time too, so I know I go through it a lot quicker than the normal person, but definitely if you're trying to whiten your teeth and you don't want to go for the expensive strips, just try using the toothpaste. I think it's like $8, so it is pretty expensive for the toothpaste, but I do notice a difference, so highly recommend using that. Another thing that I have here for you is my BCAAs. I don't know how I ever worked out without these things. So these are Xtend BCAAs, support muscle growth, support recovery, and replenish electrolytes. So I get asked all the time by my friends what these do. You put 1 scoop of it in your shaker bottle, and you can bring it to the gym with you. And it just basically, like it says, it replenishes electrolytes, so it kind of keeps you going. It doesn't give you energy like pre-workout would, but it kind of just like keeps you energized during your workout, keeps you going so you don't get really fatigued. I know a lot of times, sometimes in the middle of my workout, I'm just like, I'm over it, I don't feel like doing it. So it kind of just keeps you going, and it tastes really good. I get the mango flavor, love it so much, got another one back up, and this is like my 4th or 5th one. So I do love these. I have the pink lemonade one, which I don't mind, and I have the blue raspberry one. But I use blue raspberry pre-workout, so I don't really like to use the blue raspberry BCAAs too, because it's kind of like too much blue raspberry. I find the mango one's the best. 0 calories. It says 30 servings, so I guess that's how many it is. I do go through it pretty quick. Like I said, this one's probably like my 4th one, I want to say. So, and I use it every time I go to the gym. Every time. You can also use it if you're not going to the gym, if you want to use it in the morning just to drink it. Like I said, it gives you some energy, and it just tastes really, really good. I'll link everything down below that I'm talking about anyway, so you guys can get it for yourself. I get it right off Amazon. Last couple things I have here are some beauty products. So I'm going to talk about these 2 brushes that have been my lifesavers when it comes to eyeshadow. Mikasa Beauty. This is the E230. So this one is just kind of a eyeshadow brush. See how it has, it's a little bit more flat, but it's also pretty long. So this is really, really good for just like patting on eyeshadow on the lid. You can use it to blend a little bit too, and it works really, really well. The bristles are really good. They're really soft. Like, they're easy to clean, and I've just been really liking this one for just like an all-over eyeshadow. It's a really easy brush. And then the other one I have here is the Mikasa E310. So this one's a pencil brush, and it is really, really easy to clean. But I've been using this one for either the crease, if I have a dark color and I'm keeping it on that outer crease, or if I'm using it to blend out eyeshadow on the bottom lash line. It's a perfect size because it gets up in there because it is small, but it's also fluffy enough that it blends out really, really well. So these 2 brushes have been helping me a lot with my eyeshadow. And then the lemon drop sponge, it's filthy, sorry. I talked about this in one of my other videos that I did. This has 100% replaced my beauty blender. It blends out my concealer so nicely without absorbing all the makeup into the sponge too. It is the best sponge, and I 100% highly recommend it over the beauty blender. It is so good, and I don't know how I've never found it before. I don't know why it's not more popular. I really don't know why people aren't talking about it more, and I'm not seeing it everywhere, because it is awesome. It is their best-selling product. If you go on their website, mikasobeauty.com, I will link it below. If you wanted to order anything, I do have a discount code, so I'll put that in my description box as well, but you will get 25% off. So if you use it, it is, so be careful here, it's Livmjev without the V. So it's Livmjev, MUA 25. If you put that code in at checkout, it will give you 25% off your entire order. Prices are not bad either. So you're getting really good quality product here. Really, really good. So it's definitely worth the money. Try it out. If you're going to try anything, try the lemon sponge. It is the best thing. I promise you it will replace your beauty blender. Check them out. Really, really good. Last product that I have here that I'm going to talk about is the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation. I did talk about this a little bit as well in my, I think, all over matte eye look that I did post. This has been my foundation I've been using all summer long. So it is water blend. It's very, very lightweight, but it is full coverage. I don't know how they managed to do that, but it is so lightweight. It's really, really hydrating, and I have really dry skin, especially in the summer. If I'm peeling or something, I don't want to be putting a heavy foundation over that because it doesn't look good. So I've been using the water blend a little bit. The color that I have is the Y325, so I do have a little bit of a darker color. I'm also pretty tan right now. In the winter, I get really, really pale. This is a good foundation that you can really use on any skin type because it is hydrating, but it is also, the color will blend out really, really nicely. So if I'm pale, like if I'm more pale, I can still manage to use this color, but if even when I'm darker than I am now, I can still manage to use this color. I don't know how they did it. I don't know what they did here, but it's like a miracle foundation, and I will probably be using this all year long. I'll have to let you know how it is in the winter because I've only been using it in the summer, but I have a feeling I'm going to be using this a lot, and I've been using it on my clients and stuff when I do weddings, and they all really like it. So definitely recommend this foundation for a hydrating, lightweight, yet full coverage foundation. That is all that I have for today's favorites. I know it's August 9th. So I'm super late on the July favorites. I have been crazy busy this summer. It's insane. Summer's almost over. School's starting up again, and it just flew by. Can't even believe it, but I'm excited to get back to work, see all my kids again. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you never miss any of the videos I post. If you hit the little bell that's near the subscribe button, you will get notifications as well for every time I post a video, because I know I don't post a lot, but you don't want to miss them. They're pretty good. And on a little side note, I did want to tell you guys a little bit about my precious little baby Harley. So you guys have seen her in many of my videos, usually just like on the side here and there. I do post her in there. I have her on my Instagram and stuff. She's my little baby. She's my first puppy. She's about 8 years old. She did get diagnosed recently. I guess you diagnose with I guess that's the proper term. She has cataracts in her one eye. This eye is really, really cloudy. She completely went blind in her left eye and will soon be going blind in her other eye as well. Usually as they get older, it's more common. Harley's only 8 years old, so she is predicted to live like 8 more years at least. Unfortunately, the only thing that we can do for her is give her a surgery, and with that surgery, they will completely remove the cataracts. It's just like a fog that goes over the eye, and it's easy for them to remove, but it is a costly surgery, and it costs about $3,500 per eye. And unfortunately, we cannot do it on our own. I did start a You Caring page, basically like a GoFundMe. So our goal originally was $4,000 because both eyes were estimated to be around $2,000 per eye. But now that we've been calling a lot of places and trying to get an estimate, it's looking to be for the total for the surgery almost $6,000 for both eyes. So it would be a different story if she was old and didn't have, you know, many years left in her, but she's young and we don't want her living the rest of her life blind. And she's definitely impacted by it because she is like a nervous wreck all the time, and she runs into stuff all the time because she can't see anything. So please, I will link it below. If you could share it, tell anyone about it. No donation is too small, and I know my mom and I and Harley would appreciate you so much. So please take a minute and just check that out and help us out, because we would really, really appreciate it. This is my baby. Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys.